Hello?
Hey there, hello.
Hey, how are you?
All good and good.
How was your weekend?
What about in your hood? Is everything fine there?
Everything seems, well, mostly fine.
Mostly fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
mostly
at
fine.
least at least it's fine.
Yeah, and you? How is everything there?
Yeah. So far so good. My weekend was a mixture of laziness and hectic activity because on Saturday I spent my time mostly goofing off, watching some TV shows, Netflix.
Uh-huh.
I was super tired, and
Uh-huh.
I wanted to have this relaxing moment.
Hmm.
And however, yesterday, a friend of mine who runs a small business like a convenience store, he invited
Uh-huh.
me to grab this amazing Brazilian food that I loved called feijoada,
Okay.
and I couldn't deny this offer, and I ended up getting myself involved in such a amazing party. So,
Oh, yeah? That sounds super fun.
I, but I promised you that I didn't want that. I was planning on just stay at home, relaxing a little bit because I was super tired. I'm still super tired because over the past, I don't know, 3 weekends,
Uh-huh.
I've been constantly, hanging out with my friends, like a wedding, something, someone's birthday. And oh my
Uh-huh.
God, what a hell, what a such a hectic social activity that I've been like.
Yes.
But
But
anyway, it was good. It was good. It is always good when you are among your friends, and they are
yes.
super cool.
Well, this is really interesting to me because I have noticed that my Brazilian students in general seem to have very active social lives.
Oh yeah,
And like it's a part of the culture to spend a lot of time with your friends, to get together.
it is.
And I think that's amazing. I mean, in the United States, you might not see your like it was normal for me to see my friends once a month, and I thought I was doing a great job with that friendship.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, I
So
mean,
it's a different standard.
yeah, it is definitely because
Yeah.
we are so Brazilians.
Right.
We are so attached to our
Yes.
loved one. Uh, your family, your friends, and I'm speak for myself. I cannot
Right.
like because I live in a city
Mhm.
where my family is not living with me. So
Okay.
I moved to the city in 2007, and my family is another city which is 1,100 kilometers far away,
Oh, wow. That's quite far.
quite
Uh-huh.
quite far, and I only have here my friends. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, and I cannot um, stay away from them. So yeah, for me it's kind of a necessity to be
Right.
among my friends.
Uh-huh.
But in general, you are right. Brazilians, we have this really hectic social life.
Hmm.
That's why when we experienced the pandemic was
Right.
something, like the world got upside down, and was difficult to deal with. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank God things are going back to normal, and we are living our life again.
Hmm.
What about Mexicans?
Mexican people are also
About
very social.
yeah, I
Um,
can. I don't know if I from the movies if this is a I don't know something they are like picturing wrong, but I see they
uh
are super happy. Like
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I would say that's true. It's a very like social culture. They spend a lot of time together. They have really big parties. Very family oriented. They seem very similar to Brazilians from my perspective. I think it's being Latino. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say that maybe it's a part of the Latino culture, right?
yes.
I mean,
Hmm.
probably not because I've heard that the Argentinians they are not
Yeah.
that really. I don't know. I'm sorry, my fellow brothers Argentinians guys, but I know some. I have a I have this girl. She
Uh-huh.
we like she's I'm teaching her Portuguese and she's teaching me Spanish,
Oh,
and she's
cool.
super nice. Probably
Uh-huh.
she dated with some Brazilians in the past, but
Okay.
she seems different from the you
Uh-huh.
know her fellow mates.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I've heard they are not like friendly as Brazilians and
Hmm.
the rest of the Latin Americans guy. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah. There is this stereotype. It's funny that exists in Mexico as well. Is that um, that Argentinians are like the most European of the Latinos. Like, to be honest with you, Mexican people are usually not super huge fans of Argentinians.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they not now because their economy is totally messed
Mhm.
up and
Right.
they are experiencing such a difficult situation. But in the past, they used to judge themselves like a something like European,
Right.
European wannabe, but
Exactly.
totally different from us. We embrace our culture. We love like saying that we are Brazilians. We love saying
Right.
here is our culture. Here is our food. What is the point
Absolutely.
that I have to like embedded or embrace someone's culture like this? You up it in beer?
Right.
What the hell, man?
Right. Yeah. To me, that's such an interesting dynamic, right? Because hypothetically, Brazilians could do the same thing. They could say, well, we have roots with Portugal and we're like the Portuguese people. But Brazilians don't believe that. They're like, we have the language, but we're our own people. And most countries throughout Latin America have the same attitude towards Spain. They would say, yes, they gave us this language, but we are our own people. We have our own culture. We have our own thing. But for whatever reason, Argentinians are like, we're basically European. And it's like, come on.
Yeah. In addition to that, unfortunately, there are some, pardon my French, assholes that when they get in Brazil, they usually,
Yes.
ah, they have this freaking prejudice against Brazilian.
Uh-huh.
They call us macaquitos, and
Really?
yeah, yeah, they usually like mimic these monkey movements. Like they
Really?
throw banana at us, yeah, especially in football stadiums. You
Argentinian people are doing this?
yeah. Last week there were a match here in Brazil in São
There was a
Paulo.
match. Uh-huh.
There was a match. Boca Juniors and Corinthians, local
Uh-huh.
team here, and there were these Argentinian guy. They were provoking
Uh-huh.
the
Provoking.
Brazilians,
Hmm.
and one of them they he did the freaking stupid, just like as a monkey. And
Wow.
he here is the funniest thing. He ended up going to the police station.
Uh-huh.
He he went arrested for a night.
Hmm.
He got up on his social media a picture of him, like a selfie, and he put this monkey emoji, like making fun of Brazilians. What a asshole, right?
The level of racism involved in everything about that is astounding. Yes, he's
Yeah.
such an asshole. It's like, wow. Wow.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
that was our reaction. Wow, wow. And
totally. Oh
when
my
it comes
God.
to soccer,
Uh,
I don't know, authorities in Latin America in general, authorities they usually make a lot of allowance to these stupid things because
uh-huh.
they consider like something that is part of the game, but it's not.
Right.
It's not.
No, it's not. You know, a lot of Mexican fans have gotten in trouble for yelling, it's a bad word, but they yell puto, like, which
Yeah.
is like it's like a bad word for a gay man. And it's homophobic, and it's not appropriate to yell it at a game, but it's very common for Mexican fans to do it, and they've been kicked out of games for doing this because it's wrong. Like, it's not okay. um, which obviously I'm upset with that. I don't think it's okay. I think they should be kicked out of games. There should be consequences, but to be acting like the players on the other team are monkeys and throwing bananas at them, that is so much meaner.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole different level.
The whole different style. Exactly. Yeah, that's so crazy. So
Wow.
crazy. Especially when we Brazilian fans, we when we go to the to Argentina, like
Right.
our team, man, that's crazy because they usually like chase eyes, all the time. Yeah. So that's why you if you ask like a Brazilian that what is his opinion about Argentina, they're gonna say,
Yeah.
"Hey, I hate them. I hate them."
Yeah. Yes. I think Mexicans don't like Argentinians, but in a different way. It's not because Argentinians are racist. It's just because they seem so pretentious. Like, they really seem
Hmm.
to think that they're better. And Mexican people hate that because they're a very humble community of people. I mean, being neighboring with the United States and having a country that is a world superpower next to you, and then being constantly blamed for, the drug trade, weapons trade, blah, blah, blah. It's
Hmm.
unpleasant. Like, they're constantly being bullied. So they're very humble people who work really hard at trying to prove we are still valuable people. We have a rich culture. We have, great music. We have all these things that we contribute to society. And when they see Argentinians being like, we're so amazing and European, they're like, oh, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
like that's annoying. But it's not race. It's like the root of it doesn't have to do with racism. And I think that's actually surprising. I didn't realize that Argentinians could be that racist. It doesn't shock me, but it's unfortunate to
Yeah.
hear.
Probably because in Mexico, there aren't a lot of Afro Mexicans like
Yeah,
Brazil.
it's a small community.
Yeah, here in Brazil, it's like a huge
Absolutely.
Afro community because we are. Oh, thank you. Freaking loud. Oh, it's drug. Best. I hate it. Oh my god. I was gonna say, oh yeah, when we were colonized by Portuguese, the Portuguese brought a lot of Africans as a slave,
Right.
and fortunately, they gave eyes on their amazing culture.
Right.
But these freaking racist. They
Right.
not see
Or
the
this
beauty
time.
of it. Oh my gosh,
It was good to see you.